to get going now. Okay, so before I get started, let me just share some information real quick about myself. Prior to this business in this industry, I was a real estate developer and a mortgage banker for a little over 30 years, building homes in Fresno, California, Atlanta, Georgia, and in my hometown, Somerset, New Jersey, before the market took a turn. When the market took a turn in 2008, it caught me upside down, a little over $5 million in construction debt, $2 million of value, you do the math. So I'm sure we all can definitely attest and agree that sometimes God has to close one door before he opens up another. Well, in 2008, I took a look at this industry, and I like to refer to this industry as relationship marketing. Think about it. If you're a guest on this webinar right now, you're here because of the person who invited you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, based on the relationships that we were able to develop and accrue over the past 10 years, it led us to this moment where we were able to start our own direct sale company, pull together and create relationships with other network marketing owners, and allow our distributors to be involved with companies without actually joining them and paying monthly dues or monthly fees to them, and be able to market products and services all across the country and earn a residual income on a part-time basis. So the top two products and services that we offer is a real estate offering, and we just recently launched into this cryptocurrency. Now, we jumped into this cryptocurrency back in December, just only 45 days ago, because it's been so lucrative, and obviously it's the talk of the town, the conversation piece all over the world. Just turn on any news channel, all you hear about this cryptocurrency. It's definitely the wave of the future, and we have an opportunity to partake and get a piece of this industry before the masses do. So with that being said, first thing I want to share is what is Bitcoin. Some people don't even know what Bitcoin is. So let me just show you a little quick video of what is Bitcoin.
What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower. You can use them in every country. Your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Several currency exchanges exist where you can buy and sell Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Your Bitcoins are kept in your digital wallet on your computer or mobile device. Sending Bitcoins is as simple as sending an email, and you can purchase anything with Bitcoin. The Bitcoin network is secured by individuals called miners. Miners are rewarded newly generated Bitcoins for verifying transactions. After transactions are verified, they are recorded in a transparent public ledger. Bitcoin opens up a whole new platform for innovation. The software is completely open source, and anyone can review the code.
Sorry about that. I was talking and I was muted. Sorry about that. So as you can see, it gives you some innovative information about what is Bitcoin to give you a little source of what this does. So what I'm going to talk to you about first is about the biggest secret on the internet today. It's called the MLS Bitcoin Instant Payment System that allows you to earn Bitcoin by leveraging relationships. So the first part of this is when a person gets started, the first thing they're going to pay for is the education. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we always say knowledge is power, but it's more powerful when it's passed on to other people. You know the saying, if I throw you a fish, I feed you for the day. If I teach you how to fish, I feed you for a lifetime. So that's our motto here. We want to show you how this cryptocurrency works. So even if you didn't partake in our platform, but actually did something else, you'll have enough knowledge to be profitable in this endeavor. So we give you things like showing you how to have what's called the cold wallet. We have an external wallet where you can store your cryptocurrency. How to use other currencies and diversify them. How to have offshore accounts or solo 401ks, things of that nature. Then we're going to teach you how to store your currency. Just like here in America, we have our bank accounts, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Well, in the crypto world, you have what's called the wallet. The wallet is your bank account. Except here's the thing, nobody has access to that but you. So one of the wallets that we chose for our purpose is coinpayments.net. And the reason why we chose that wallet because it serves multi-purposes. One, it's also our merchant. It's going to be the one that handles all the transactions between people coming and people going. It also has the lowest fees as wallets go. It allows you to have multiple cryptocurrencies. Actually, over 85 currencies can be stored in this wallet. Things like Litecoin, Ripple, Ethereum, Dash, Monero, just to name a few. Then we're going to teach you how to buy from what's called LibertyX, how to buy Bitcoin. Now, you can buy multiple ways. You can buy online through using an app called Coinbase. However, when you buy online, it usually can take from a day to a week to receive the coin in your wallet. Well, we just recently became an authorized user of LibertyX, so I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. You go to libertyx.com. You will then create a very simple account by putting your phone number and a password. We're going to help you. You're going to give you an immediate $200 limit. You're going to hit increase limits by putting some basic information, name and email. Is going to increase you to $1,000. You're then going to copy the wallet address from your coin payments, and number 3, put that there. And then you're going to choose our store. Our store is located in Newark, New Jersey, on Lyons Avenue. It's called Your Business Solutions. And when you choose our store, you can be anywhere in the world. You choose our store. It's going to give you this cashier code. You put the code up, and then you'll be able to send us the money via Western Union, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, and we'll be able to load your wallet anywhere in the world. You can be in Nigeria, and we'll be able to load your wallet right from our location in Newark, New Jersey. So we say it's time to start building your home economy. If your home economy is not growing, there's no one to blame but you. New ideas can pay your mortgage this week. So let's compare the value of Bitcoin to the US dollar. In 2012, one Bitcoin could have probably purchased you a roll of toilet paper or 1 or 2 other items. By 2013, the value of one Bitcoin could have purchased you maybe a half a cart of groceries. By 2014, not only could you have filled your grocery cart, but you would have had some left over for our neighbors. Did you realize this time last year, the value of one Bitcoin was just about $1,000? And within the last 12 months, from January of 2017 to December of 2017, the value of one Bitcoin rose as high as $20,000, outgrowing the economy over 20 times, ladies and gentlemen. The economists say by 2020, the value of one Bitcoin will be the equivalent of buying that brand new Lamborghini as you see on your screen. So I'm going to talk to you about having an instant Bitcoin member to member and how to accumulate Bitcoin without spending multiple dollars. So before I do that, let me share with you what this company has accomplished in this short period of time it's been in existence. We are in our beta testing stage, ladies and gentlemen. It simply means we are just getting started. And what I love about this opportunity is that, one, the company holds no money. When a person enrolls and buys their education system, it is paying another member instantaneously. So on December the 4th, 2017, the company has been in existence 5 months. And at that time, in that 5-month period, the company generated 145 Bitcoins to its members. That's over $1.6 million in 5 months. Look at just 12 days later, December the 16th, that 140 rose to 170 Bitcoins, equating to over $3 million. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to tell you, 1 month later now in January, we just went over 200 Bitcoins that this company has paid out to its members, equating well over $4 million just in its 6th month now. Absolutely amazing. So the system I'm going to share with you is a completely automated system, which simply means there's nothing for you to do. The system places and fills in the holes. Your job is very simple. Bottom line is to get in. So and when you get in, what do you do from there? And why do you get in? So let's talk about that. If you look on your on your screen, you're going to see a system that is put in place that's going to teach you and share with you and show you how you can accumulate over 74 Bitcoins, but only starting at the starter position. So let's talk about how you do that. The starter level, the entry, the numbers you see in the blue bars, the lower numbers, those are your entry numbers. The numbers you see at the top of the bars, those are your payout numbers. So your entry level, 016 at starter, all you are doing at that point is purchasing the education. That's all you're doing, is purchasing the education. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And this education is far worth the $250 that it costs now. This can range from $250 to $350, depending upon the cost of Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is down, so it's $250. It was a great time to get in. When I got started, it was $350. So here's the beauty, though, that we're going to show you that by the time you harvest, and you'll see what that means in a second, the return is going to be 0.048, 3 times the amount of your initial cost of your education. At that point, 0.048, you will have enough of Bitcoin to level up to level 1. If you notice, each level, your return always gives you enough to go to the next level. So therefore, you do not have to come out of pocket. You are now using OPM, known as other people's money. So let's talk about the basic strategy. The basic strategy, ladies and gentlemen, is for a person getting in. Most people are skeptical. Most people are curious, and that's a common factor. And when people look at the structure, the first thing that comes to their mind is, oh my God, it's one of those things, a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. Well, let's address that. Let's get the elephant out the room right out the gate. A Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme, if I ask you for some money, ask someone else for some money, there's no product, there's no service. The company keeps all the money and runs away with it, almost like Bernie Madoff. You ever heard of Bernie Madoff? He just made off with the millions, right? Well, here, ladies and gentlemen, in this scenario, one is not multi-level marketing. There's no monthly fees whatsoever. There's only 2 levels, a line A and a line B. But it does have a pyramid structure, just like our jobs. At our jobs, we have a CEO at the top, upper middle management in the middle, and then we got the employees at the bottom. Our government's the same way. Our churches, our mosques are the same exact way. So we're all accustomed to the structure. It's just a matter of us being at the top. One of the other biggest misconceptions of direct sales is that the people at the top only make the money. Well, guess what? You start at the top. Everyone starts at the top of their community. Now, I'm going to use the word community because it's very important. It's almost like a neighborhood. And when you think about communities and neighborhoods, people banding together, people working together. So I'm going to use the word community, if you will, at every level. So when you get started, you're going to purchase 0.0165 of the cost of Bitcoin plus some fees. It's going to run you roughly about $250 if you were to do it today. And that ranges from $250 to $350. So you pay $250. That's you at the start. You're going to have your own website. You're activated. You get the access to your trainings. And you can study anytime you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But then all we're going to ask of you is to introduce this to 2 other people who you think may be interested in cryptocurrency. And we're going to give them the same exact opportunity we're giving you. One, they get a chance to look at this for free for 5 days. They have a free look. They can log into you. They can take a free position, and they can review the trainings for 5 days. And they feel these trainings are valid. They can now activate their account by paying the same 0.0165. When they do so, they will fall to your line A, as you see on the screen. There'll be one to the left, and there's one to the right. At this point, your job is done. All you're going to do at this point is help them share with people they may know, only 2 minimum, with people they may know that may be interested in cryptocurrency. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of buzz going on about cryptocurrency right now. So if people have never heard of it, all they got to do is turn on the news because it's everywhere. So here's how this works out. When your 2 individuals now introduced to they fall onto your line B. So when anybody hits your line B, that's a total of 6 people, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is also known as a cycle. But in most cycle programs, the whole board or the whole community needs to be filled before anything pays out. Not in this community. The way this community works is the moment someone falls onto your B line, you yourself, that will now roll directly to you, or that will pay you. So what do I mean by that? So let's just say I introduced Joshua Davis, and Joshua Davis falls on my A line, and I introduce my son Daniel. Daniel falls on my A line as well. And then Joshua turns around and introduces his father. His father is going to be in Josh's A, and he's going to be on my B. He's going to fall down to line 3 if you're looking on the screen. That number box 3. That's going to be to the left. Now, when Joshua's father pays his 0165 for his education, 0.005 goes to the company for the administration fee, but the 0.016 comes to me directly from member to member. There's no deadline, there's no delay. It is instantaneously the moment his father is into the system. Same thing, Joshua's second person goes to me, says, another 016. When my son enrolls one of his friends, also same thing happens. Now here's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Those first 3 rows pays you 016, 016, 016. So right now it's about $225. So you laid out $250, you made $225, $225, $225. So you made $675. Not bad. You received a total of 0.048. That number 6, that fourth person that came into the community, that person paid for you to start the system all over again at the same starter level without talking to no other people. Because what's going to happen is everybody is just going to circle around and do the same exact thing that you do. Now, communities can move fast, and communities can move slow. It all depends on how you help one another. It's almost like a neighborhood. Everybody supports each other, helps each other. It moves the community fast. So when I started, December the 18th was actually the day that I got started with this program. And being my own direct sale owner of my own program, ladies and gentlemen, you can rest assured that me and my attorney investigated the CEO, we investigated the company. Before I was going to align any of my distributors with this company, I wanted to make sure that what they said was valid, what they said was true, and that the education he was actually sharing and giving actually counted as true education. So we did all that research before we actually got started. And once we began to get started, it proved out to be 100% accurate. As a matter of fact, I got paid out the very same night. Not only did I get paid out, but over 45 people earned within their first 24 to 48 hours that got started with us. And I'm going to share some of those success with you in a little bit. But on December the 18th, I paid 0.0165 for my education. That cost us a little over $303. Actually, it was $350 with all the fees. However, my harvest or my return was 0.048. Remember those 3.016s? That paid me back $884. That took about 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to move that first community. So the next question that most people have is, well, all this sounds good doing this cryptocurrency thing, but you can't see it, you can't touch it. So how do I get to use it in today's and with everything that's going on around? How can I pay some bills with it? Great question. So the couple things you can do. First of all, just look around. Everything. I just bought my airline ticket through Expedia using Bitcoin. If you got Cash App, you can now buy Bitcoin through Cash App. If you know your regular Home Depot, Sears, Target, Walmart, Amazon, all are now taking Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, by the end of this year, Bitcoin is going to be another currency just like the U.S. dollar. Trust me when I tell you. But right now, you can actually get your BitPay Visa card. Now, BitPay is located in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, the difference with the BitPay Visa card, which works with Bitcoin, is that usually in most of our bank accounts, our Visa, our checking debit cards, they usually only allow us to take $400 to $800 a day. With your BitPay Visa and your cryptocurrency, you can take out to $3,000 per day. That's a beautiful thing. At any ATM anywhere in America, it will convert your Bitcoin to US dollars. It's also non-tangible, but it also, ladies and gentlemen, can purchase physical gold bars, coins, or bullion with Bitcoin. Did you realize right now, Bitcoin is now 9 times the value of gold? 9 times, ladies and gentlemen. So you have a choice. You have a choice to build your wealth slow, or you have a choice to build your wealth fast. So I'm going to now share with you what's called the fast track. The fast track is allowing you to join 2 communities at the same exact time. So for those that are financially able, you will not only come in at the starter level of $250, but you would pay an additional $525 and also go to level 1. So you're going to roughly spend about $775 to have the level 1 and the starter community, both working at the same exact time. Now, what's going to happen is here, and what I understand is that both of these communities are working simultaneously, except at the starter level, when you're earning $225 a person, here at level 1, you're earning about $500 per person, and that can go up or down depending upon the value of Bitcoin. When I got started, level 1 was $1,000. Today, it's a little cheaper. But here's the thing. You're still earning 3 times the amount. So it doesn't even make a difference whether it goes up or down. You can't lose when you're getting 3 for the cost of 1. So here's the beauty, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to understand this. You're not required to bring in people that do the same thing. You only ask of you to share with 2 people that's going to start at starter. Now, if they want to do the starter and fast track, so be it. That's great. But if they don't have the same financial wherewithal as you do, that's okay. It will not harm you. Let me tell you why. Because as you start going up the levels, it's based on how fast you get there, not how fast your community gets there. Well, what do I mean by that? So let me give you an example. Right now, as we speak at our starter position, I'm just talking about our community, our HOC community. We have a little over 300 people now at our HOC community at the starter position. We have close to about 170 at level 1. We have another 80 at level 2. So let's just say that you're on this call today and you decided to get started and you said, Dwayne, I want to take the fast track because I'm not going to play around with this thing. I saw what this thing can do, and I want to make sure I can grow as fast as I possibly can. So I want to take the fast track. You come in and you do the starter and level 1. Here's what happens. 1, you only got to introduce your people at the starter position. However, you are now surpassed about 130 people because they are all going around the cycle to earn and get their 3 returns before they can level up. But when they level up, the computer, because it's fully automated, the computer doesn't know who's with who. The computer just fills in the slots. It fills in the empty spots. So you're going to move up to your next upline sponsor that's already at that level. So we always say make sure the speed of the leader is the speed of the crew, that if you're a leader and you got people coming with you, you always want to stay ahead of them because every time they upgrade, they're going to fall right behind you at every level. But let's just say your sponsor did not. You will now surpass your sponsor and move right on up to the next sponsor at level 1 and get what is called spillover. So you'll start earning people that's going to fall in your level A's and fall in your level B's, and you'll never ever know them a day in your life. So let's look at what the objective is for our first quarter. So we're just rounding up the end of January. And what we're looking by March 31st, by the end of the first quarter, is to have those of you who gets involved in the community between now and the end of January be earning recycling, but going into your third level 3 preparing for level 4. When you go to level 3, you will have earned over 1 Bitcoin by just paying that initial fast track, that initial starter and level 1. You will have earned yourself 1 Bitcoin, which is the value of about, right now it's about $12,000. But at this time, the screenshot was 15,000. That's a beautiful thing. Let me ask you guys a simple question. Could anybody over the next 90 days with an extra 15 grand change some things in your household? Absolutely. Just suppose I was a third off and you only got 5. How bad off would you be? I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we have individuals. We're in our 45th day of starting. We have individuals that is already at level 3 with us. We have individuals that didn't quite make a lot of money in our other ventures, but have now doubled and tripled their returns in the first 2 to 3 weeks of this opportunity, because they understood getting in, understood positioning, and getting in at the right time. So now I'm going to talk to you about patience and sometimes waiting things out. Now, this is what's happening with cryptocurrency right now. Cryptocurrency is just taking the world by storm. The government don't know what to do with it. I have close friends that work at the United Treasury's office. They told me, Dwayne, listen, you're onto something big. They said, listen, get all you can get while you can get it. The government's thinking about coming out with their own coin. Trump's thinking about coming out with his own coin so they can regulate that. And they're thinking about the next few years being able to regulate when people transfer or convert to US dollars. So I'm here to tell you, just imagine if you accumulated 1.8 Bitcoins and you had that in July of 2017, the value would have been $4,800. If you did nothing and let that 1.8 Bitcoin sit into your wallet, and just a few months later, July, August, September, 3 months later, just 90 days later, on November the 18th, that same amount of Bitcoin, the value would have been $14,513. And look at this. By January 10th, the same 1.85 of Bitcoin is worth $26,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that's amazing. So we're going to teach and share with you and show you how to accumulate Bitcoin, how to diversify some of your Bitcoin and place with other places to have money working for you opposed to you working for it. So as I promised you earlier, after this is right after our first 2 weeks of getting started. We started on December the 18th, which is a week before Christmas. And the week before Christmas and the week after Christmas, right before the New Year's, all these individuals have earned between $300 to over $1,700. And so folks from all over the country, as you can see on your screen, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Massachusetts, Texas, Maryland, Pennsylvania, all over the country. By the time we rounded up our first 30 days, we started doing some recognition flyers, which we're still doing. We're sending out recognition flyers, 5 flyers a day. Every single day, we have new people earning and earning and earning. So we congratulate Mr. Carlos Hernandez. Matter of fact, Mr. Hernandez is is pioneering our Spanish opportunity from New Jersey, earned $912. Miss Caroline Mallory out of Pennsylvania, $1,350. Mr. Derek Smalley from Pennsylvania, $1,824. Mr. Joshua Davis, a young 19-year-old entrepreneur, is leading the way for the millennials, $1,800 in his first 30 days. Mr. Halim Kudus, pioneering the Muslim community, spearheading, he's the president of the Muslim American Chamber of Commerce, pioneering that way that we do a Muslim call for his community, $3,500 in his first 30 days. And then my son, Mr. Daniel Lettings, a 21-year-old college student from Howard University, came home for his holiday break and left $3,800 richer. So Warren Buffett says it best. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to shift gears for a second, and I'm going to show you how to diversify your money by utilizing artificial intelligence computers, things like as Siri, how we use them to diversify income for you so that you can take the earnings of what you earn in the club and put this elsewhere. So at HOC, we focus on the best strategies for creating profits daily from your existing finances with no experience necessary, no monthly fees, and low risk. I'm going to talk to you about our crypto mining and our Forex savings program. So one of our newest products is the crypto mining. Now we do this product. Remember when I said to you earlier, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things we do at HLC, we are the hub. We have utilized our networking abilities and our relationships to be able to tie in with major companies all across the country. We tied in with the top miner in the United States, actually abroad. Two major mining outfits, one in Hong Kong, one in Iceland, and just spent $100 million opening up a new facility in Romania, making them the largest miners in the world right now. So let me just share and explain to you what mining is.
Wealth Generators is constantly in search of innovative and disruptive technology that has the potential to benefit our customers. A perfect example of this search is one of our newest products, crypto. Crypto allows customers the unique opportunity to be a part of mining cryptocurrencies. Wealth Generators has partnered with experts in the field of cryptocurrency mining and invested in the top-of-the-line cryptocurrency mining equipment in Hong Kong and Iceland. Cryptocurrency mining equipment lease contracts are now available to customers of crypto. In this video, we'll briefly discuss some specifics regarding crypto's lease contracts. Each crypto contract provides 1,200 days of cryptocurrency mining, hardware maintenance, energy costs, and some of the most competitive hashing rates in the industry, ranging from 11 to 150 mega hash per second. Crypto's GPUs, or graphics processing units, are AMD RXs, or NVIDIA P106 or 1060s. Crypto uses a proprietary algorithm to determine the most profitable cryptocurrencies to mine at any given time. The cryptocurrencies that are currently being mined through the crypto platform are Ethereum, Dash, Monero, and Ethereum Classic, but others may be added at any time. After the lease contracts are executed, mining will begin within 10 business days. The mining returns will be paid in Ethereum directly to crypto customers' digital wallets. To get started with crypto, there's a one-time $99.99 setup fee. Crypto lease contracts range from $500 to $5,000. Those that elect to share crypto with others can earn crypto points for each lease contract they sell. For every 18 crypto points earned, Wealth Generators will award one free lease contract. Customers can even earn crypto points when someone they shared crypto with also decides to share crypto. Cryptocurrency mining profitability depends highly on the current price and difficulty of the currency being mined. Providing data on mining profitability is not something that can be done, as it is impossible to perfectly predict these variables. However, current crypto customers are seeing daily returns. Because of their unique benefits, many people believe that cryptocurrencies will replace traditional currencies in the near future. If you're ready to get started with crypto, or if you'd like to learn more about mining cryptocurrencies, get with the person that shared this video with you.
So cryptocurrency mining, ladies and gentlemen, are digitally mined rather than produced by a government. Mining cryptocurrency is the act of participating in a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency network to solve complex mathematical sequences or problems digitally. Cryptocurrency mining includes two key functions. One, adding, securing, and verifying transactions to the blockchain and releasing or producing new currency. Let me talk to you about this for a second to put this in layman's terms. Think about you're going to a store and you use your debit card to buy a sandwich. That deli owner is going to now swipe your card, and behind the scenes, there's someone working to validate that you have the funds on your debit card to pay for that sandwich. That person who's doing that validation, that company is going to receive a fee between 2.5% to 3%. That's what miners do in the cryptocurrency world. Every time there's a transaction that takes place, there's an authentication process that needs to take place that says that you have enough money in your wallet to buy or sell or do whatever it is that you're trying to do, a transfer, whatever it is that you're trying to do. And the miner that authenticates that transaction it receives a fee. Now, now one of the things that we mine 3 different products. We mine Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Monero, and Dash. The beautiful thing about that is because you're using an algorithm, a smart computer, if one coin is not producing that well or having some type of problems that day or that week, it just switches to another coin. You don't have to worry about doing it. The computer does all the work for you. How can you capitalize with this? Now, this company has invested into state-of-the-art cryptocurrency mining equipment, Hong Kong and Iceland, and like I said, just purchased with over $100 million in Romania. Cryptocurrency mining equipment lease contracts are available to crypto customers, and contracts provide customers 1,200 days of cryptocurrency mining. So that's a little bit over 3 years. Now, here's the beauty, ladies and gentlemen. While your lease equipment is authenticating transactions, those are daily deposits that's going to go into your wallet every single day. Meanwhile, it's going to be mining currencies like Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, and things of that nature that's going to accumulate coin over that 3-year period. So CryptoMine uses a proprietary algorithm to determine the most profitable cryptocurrencies to mine. The algorithm diversifies what's being mined to reduce some of the risk associated with mining. Some companies are just mining one product, and God forbid that sometimes that one product or that one coin, game over. The cryptocurrencies, like I said, is being mined as crypto platforms as Ethereum, Dash, Monero, and Ethereum Classic, but others may be added at any time. So, ladies and gentlemen, just imagine for a second, when 4 months ago, the Ethereum that it mines was trading about 200 and change. Now Ethereum's over $1,000. The economists say by this summer, Ethereum will be somewhere between $4,000 to $5,000 a coin. And hopefully by the end of the year can grow as high as 10, 15,000, kind of following the same footsteps as the Bitcoin, maybe even higher. So let's just say your machine generated 20 coins in that 3-year time frame. Now, by the way, which is the return for the $5,000 platforms, 20 to 25 coins. So you generated 20 coins. And let's just say though that the coin never went up in value. It just stayed the same. It just hovered at this $1,000. 20 coins at $1,000, you're still not doing that bad. Still, that's about 20 grand for that initial one-time investment. So here's the logistics. There's a one-time $99.99 setup fee per contract. After the lease contracts are executed, mining will begin within 10 business days. The returns are paid in Ethereum directly to your digital wallet. Let me say that one more time. The company holds no money. Everything your mining contract mines or authenticates on a daily basis is deposited daily into your Ethereum wallet. And crypto contracts are currently only available for purchase with Bitcoin. So here's some of the contracts we have available. We have a $500 contract, a $1,000 contract, a $2,500 contract, and a $5,000 contract. Now, what does that really mean? This hash rate is a megahertz that is generating from 11 to 15 megahertz up to 120. That premier contract right now is the one we have data on, did about 20 to 25 coins over the last 3 years. So we're also going to give you associated with each contract that you or anybody you refer to, we're going to associate a crypto point to you. So you can be just a customer for this and still earn. As a customer, or a distributor, you're going to get 1 point for every single person that you refer for a mining contract. 1 point for the $500, 2 points for the $1,000, 3 points for the $2,500, and 6 points for the $5,000. Well, what can you do with those points? So let's just say Jane here, she had a premier contract herself. She bought a $5,000 contract. She got 6 points herself. She then introduced 2 people, Sue and Tom. She got 6 points each for them for a total of 12 points. They both took premier contracts. But it gets a little bit better than that. Let's say that Tom introduced his friend Brad. And when Tom introduced Brad, who also took a premier contract, that generated 6 points to Tom, but it also generated 6 points to Jane. So you're going to give you 100% match of every customer that you have and that refers direct customers. You'll get 100% match as far as the crypto points are concerned. For every 18 points that you receive, it will generate one free $500 crypto contract, mining contract. Not bad at all. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is Forex. Forex is just foreign exchange investing. Now, I don't talk much about investing. I don't use the word investing. Let me just use the savings platform. Now, one thing about the savings platform, ladies and gentlemen, you can't guarantee returns. Because, the only thing guaranteed in life is death and taxes. So the only thing you got to look at is past performance and look at what that proprietary algorithm has done since its inception. Now, this thing has been around for 3 years. And in 3 years' time frame, this smart computer has never, not in one day, lost more than it's gained. Let me say that one more time. It loses trades, but it's never lost more than it's gained in 3 years. So let me just give you a short video of what the algorithm looks like, and then we'll close out with this information.
In 1956, Maniac, developed at Los Alamos Scientific Laboratory, became the first computer to defeat a human in a chess-like game. Chess players were unimpressed. In 2009, a chess simulation running on a mobile phone reached the Grandmaster level. Chess players were amazed and nervous. Today, computers beat human chess players, even grandmasters, 90 to 95% of the time. And so, if a smartphone can beat a grandmaster who has dedicated his life to learning chess, it only makes sense that a cloud-based supercomputer using a new proprietary algorithm, analyzing tens of millions of minute fluctuations in multiple currencies simultaneously, 24 hours a day, without a coffee break, could outperform a room of financial analysts. That is artificial intelligence. Not robots taking over the planet in some bad sci-fi movie, but an innovative technology harnessing hundreds of millions of computations a second over the most complex moving marketplace in the world, with one goal: to make better, faster trades for you. How? By making tens of thousands of micro trades every single day, instantaneously keeping long and short positions in the market, eternally prepared to buy or sell in the sub-fraction of a second. So, how can this innovation help you? And why now? Well, as recently as 12 months ago, if you wanted to leverage the power of this innovative algorithm, you would have had to deposit a minimum of $250,000, but well out of reach for most people. But in the same way that Uber allowed you to make money with your car without paying over $500,000 for a New York taxi medallion, now you can participate in this market with an initial deposit as little as $500. And whether you are brand new to the market or a seasoned pro, this proprietary platform is the newest, most exciting innovation to hit financial markets in our time. And it could be perfect for you. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Rise AI. Get back to the person who shared this video with you and find out how you can open up an account today.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, that's some amazing information. Now, Rise is an advanced software that does the following. It uses an algorithm with artificial intelligence, uses an innovative trading platform, and allows you to control your trading accounts. It also uses a combination of unique trading strategies such as bridge liquidity, high-frequency, cluster-based trading, arbitrage, inventory, focus trading, and money management. So here's the beauty. You don't have to know what none of this means. All you have to do is deposit a minimum of $500 or a maximum of $1,500, into this savings platform and allow the computer to go to work for you. This computer trades 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, does not take a break, does not take a coffee break. It trades all over the world. Use foreign exchange. Uses some American banks like Bank of America and World Bank. And they got like the Bank of overseas, and you got New Zealand. You got some of the top 8 banks all over the world. That's diversifying your money for you. So as I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we can't guarantee returns. However, we have a third-party auditor that monitors this account on a daily basis. You have access to it at all times. If you go to myfxbook.com, if you're a guest on this call right now, go to myfxbook.com, choose Rise 2.0 under the product. There's a third-party company that monitors a lot of companies, and we're one of them. And they look at the Rise 2.0, and you're going to see the gain as of right now, as of today, in real time. Matter of fact, I think as of this morning, it was 24.8% because I got some money sitting in there, so I watch on a daily basis. But last year, it ended out, it was 23.9. When we took the screenshot, that was November the 28th, right after Thanksgiving. However, on December 31st, the gain, the savings return for the year was 24.5%. Not bad at all. A whole lot different than that 0.0001% you get in your savings account. Oh, let's not forget our guaranteed annuities and savings platforms or government bonds that gives us 3 to 10%. Secondly, it allows you to monitor and look at what it does on a daily or an hourly basis, the last 24 hours or what's going on during the day. As you notice, this is Monday, this is a screenshot, Monday to Wednesday, and on Wednesday, it did a total over 1,920 trades, which is amazing, and it won 68% of those trades, which means it lost 32%. So the purple represents the losing, and the green represents the winning. If anybody tells you they have something that's guaranteed, you never loses, you should run as fast as you can. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the beautiful thing. This loses, but it gains more than it loses. And anytime something wins more than it loses, that means you are always winning. And that is the bottom line. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to make that critical walk. There's always 3 types of people in every presentation that we do. The first one says, Dwayne, it sounds good, it looks good, but it's not for me. And I understand it because it's not for everybody. But I'm here to tell you, whether you like it or not, cryptocurrency is here to stay. You might as well embrace it. Get on a board either now or later. I guarantee you this. If you don't do it now, you're going to be kicking yourself later. The second person says, Dwayne, it sounds good, it looks good. I'm in. Except I have a few questions. Not a problem. Get back with the person who invited you to this information. And let them schedule a 3-way conversation with myself or one of the top leaders, and we can find out what's the best possible solution for you and where to come in at. The last person said, Dwayne, you could have shut up 5-10 minutes ago. I was in when I saw that artificial intelligence as well as getting paid a Bitcoin member to member. For that person, I simply say, welcome to the family and welcome to the team. Again, I hope this information has been helpful to you. Get back with the person who invited you. Get your questions answered. But most importantly, take action. This is going to happen with or without you. We'd rather you see you guys earn some money with us. Again, my name is Dwayne Eddings. It's been my honor, my pleasure to share this information with you. God bless each and every one of you. This webinar is officially over. Everybody have a good night.